Life is a battlefield. Every single day, you are locked in combat with yourself. As you journey through life, you confront your deepest fears and weaknesses, entrenched habits that you've allowed to define you for far too long. The critical question echoes loudly. Who will you choose to become in this relentless fight? Will you settle for comfort, taking the easy, safe path? Or will you courageously forge ahead through rough, challenging terrain, relentlessly battling to conquer yourself and overcome the trials life relentlessly throws your way? Now is the moment of choice. Will you rise up to become a powerful, mature individual, or remain trapped in weakness, hiding behind the fragile excuses of the child inside? Your decision shapes your destiny, defining the trajectory and impact of your life. Kill the boy inside and let the man truly be born. This isn't merely motivational jargon. It's a clarion call, demanding a radical transformation. Embraced widely in personal development realms, particularly within martial arts and business, this philosophy challenges you to fundamentally rewrite your self-image. True maturity means confronting and defeating the weak, fearful child within, making way for a resilient warrior capable of facing any challenge. Life is merciless. It offers no easy passes. Each day arrives with new trials, new battles awaiting your response. Inside every challenge lies the constant battle between two forces: the timid child who recoils and avoids difficulties, and the powerful adult warrior who boldly steps forward, ready to overcome any adversity. To truly mature, you must relentlessly empower this warrior within to dominate and defeat your weaker internal child. To deeply understand this principle, you must turn inward. Each of us harbors destructive beliefs, persistent habits, and crippling fears that hinder personal growth. These represent your inner children that must be eliminated. Whether it's fear of failure, procrastination, dependency, or chronic indecision, these internal obstacles hold you back from your true potential and must be conquered without mercy. Authentic growth demands a willingness to embrace profound internal change. This journey isn't comfortable. It demands relentless persistence, unmatched courage, and above all, a deep acceptance that the inner child must step aside to enable your true, mature self to flourish. This doesn't imply completely discarding old emotions or beliefs. Instead, it demands mastering and controlling them, preventing them from dictating your actions. How exactly do you slay the inner child and unleash the true warrior? The key lies in revolutionizing your daily habits and reshaping your mindset. Acknowledge openly that there are no shortcuts. No growth comes without challenge. When adversity arises, refuse the child's instinct to run, hide, or avoid. Instead, stand firm, face the challenge directly, draw strength from it, and transform every obstacle into an opportunity for growth and mastery. We all stand at crossroads where vital choices must be made. Among these critical decisions, none is more important than choosing who you will become. You could opt for comfort and ease, following the path of least resistance. But is that genuinely the life you dream of? Will you look back one day with regret, realizing you missed precious opportunities for profound growth and self-discovery? Kill the boy inside and let the man truly be born isn't an easy directive to live by, but it's a necessary crucible every individual must endure to unlock true strength, success, and fulfillment in life. Kill the child inside and let the real man come out is not an easy advice to follow, but it is a process that everyone must go through if they want to become strong and successful in life. Every battle, whether great or small, is an opportunity to prove yourself. Life offers no shortage of challenges. Failure, adversity, and moments of overwhelming despair are inevitable. Yet these very moments, when you feel pushed to your limits, are the defining crossroads of your growth. Life grants no luxury of comfort. It demands resilience, forcing you to confront and overcome difficulties head-on. When life throws you into adversity, it is not the moment to retreat, but the exact moment to rise and fight. Failures, pains, sorrows, and losses aren't setbacks to be avoided. They are essential stepping stones on your path to greatness. Every hardship you conquer strengthens you further. If you shy away from adversity, you'll never discover your true limits, nor unleash the hidden strength within you. Hardships do not weaken you, they build you. Although we cannot choose the obstacles life presents, we do control our responses. See each challenge as an opportunity for growth, a chance to reinforce your resilience and fortitude. If you choose to fight rather than surrender, every battle you overcome shapes a stronger, more determined version of yourself. Accept that difficulties are intrinsic to life. Every challenge you face isn't meant to break you, but to reveal your strength. Don't evade trials or shy away from failures. Embrace these battles because they uniquely equip you with priceless lessons that no other experiences can provide. Sometimes life's greatest challenges aren't external, they lie within. Doubt, fear, insecurity. These emotions permeate our careers, relationships, and self-perceptions, trapping us in comfortable but ultimately restrictive safe zones. True growth requires confronting yourself, acknowledging your weaknesses openly, and learning to master your fears and insecurities. To truly mature, you must face your internal struggles directly, embracing your vulnerabilities and accepting failure as an essential part of your growth journey. Growth doesn't emerge from sidestepping hardships or lingering at life's edge. It comes from boldly marching through your fears, doubts, and uncertainties, no matter how intense they may be. A truly mature person does not evade emotions, they face them bravely. Master your emotions, never allowing them to master you. Genuine freedom and maturity only arise when you courageously confront your deepest fears, insecurities, and doubts. If something scares you, confront it immediately. Do not let fear dictate your choices or limit your potential. Never fear failure. It is the foundation of all success. Overcoming internal battles is the most profound victory, making you stronger than anyone else. Face yourself and demolish every self-imposed limitation. Resilience is your greatest asset against life's inevitable hardships. True resilience isn't about never falling, but about standing up again each time you fall. If you desire to become a real warrior in life, resilience is an essential skill you must master. Resilience isn't a gift. It's a skill cultivated through experience. You weren't born resilient. You develop resilience by confronting and overcoming difficulties repeatedly. Each challenge you endure enhances your inner strength. Resilience arises from a relentless refusal to quit, the steadfast commitment to rise after every failure. Resilience leads you to success in every aspect of life. If you're facing difficulties, don't quit. Keep fighting. Remember, resilience is honed through persistence. With every challenge conquered, you'll notice yourself becoming more robust, resilient, and ready to face whatever comes next. One critical factor in personal growth is pushing past self-imposed boundaries. We often limit ourselves believing I can't do it before even attempting the challenge. Yet your true capabilities remain undiscovered until you courageously test them. Every person harbors hidden strength, but only those who dare to face adversity discover it. You'll never fully know your strength until tested by hardships. Embrace challenges. They are pathways to discovering your genuine power. When you feel incapable, don't quit. Try again, then again. Push your limits repeatedly. You'll be astonished by your hidden capabilities. Each time you surpass your perceived boundaries, you take another significant step towards maturity and true freedom. Life is inherently challenging, and tough times are unavoidable. Yet these challenges present vital opportunities for growth. Becoming a true, mature individual demands confronting and overcoming hardships, developing resilience, and turning failure into valuable growth experiences. Remember, true maturity isn't found by avoiding difficulties, but by confronting and mastering them. Every adversity you face strengthens you, making you the ultimate architect of your destiny. Kill the boy inside and let the real man emerge. When you hear these words, envision a profound, transformative journey, one where you discard your weaknesses and outdated beliefs, emerging stronger, more resilient, and confidently equipped to face any challenge. But how exactly do you undergo this radical transformation? How do you transition from being fearful, insecure, and weak to becoming mature, powerful, and courageous? The first critical step to becoming a true man is acknowledging a harsh reality. You are no longer a child. You cannot continue living in a sheltered world, free from responsibilities and challenges. Real maturity begins the moment you accept that life is difficult and you alone must navigate its complexities. There is no longer room for dependency. Your life is yours to command. We could all choose to remain children, seeking safety and protection, but true growth only arises from embracing this stark reality. You must break free from your protective shell of fear and weakness. Though you cannot alter your past, you have absolute control over your present actions and future outcomes. Accept that life will present endless difficulties, each one a unique opportunity to evolve. Face reality courageously, refuse to hide from life's truths, and dare to transform into a stronger, more powerful version of yourself. Crucial to transitioning from boyhood to manhood is shedding the old ingrained habits formed in your youth. These might include procrastination, indecision, or dependency on others. To become a mature, self-reliant individual, you must ruthlessly eliminate these detrimental habits, replacing them with decisive actions and confident self-control. Old habits create the most formidable barriers to growth. They don't just delay progress, they actively undermine your potential. True change involves reshaping not just your actions, but also your mindset. Alter how you perceive challenges and confront issues proactively. Take time to identify and evaluate your destructive habits and negative thought patterns. Recognize their impact on your development, then commit to changing them, step by step. Though difficult, each small step toward new, empowering habits brings you closer to authentic maturity. A defining trait of mature manhood is emotional mastery. Your inner child might be driven by uncontrolled emotions, quick to anger, fear, or sadness. But as a mature man, you must gain complete control over these emotional reactions, never allowing them to dominate your decisions. You can't entirely remove emotions. They're integral to being human. However, true maturity lies in managing emotions effectively. Instead of letting fear or anger dictate your actions, learn to remain calm, assess situations logically, and respond thoughtfully. Mastering your emotions isn't easy. It demands persistent practice. Whenever emotions threaten to overwhelm you, pause, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, how can I handle this situation wisely? The more consistently you practice this discipline, the stronger and more mature you'll become. Real maturity is more than personal growth. It's about embracing full responsibility for your life. No one else can resolve your issues. Blame no one else, not circumstances, not family. Every difficulty you encounter results from your choices and actions. Accepting responsibility is fundamental to maturity. Only when you genuinely embrace accountability can you fully command your life. Facing challenges head-on without blaming external factors ensures you remain in complete control of your destiny. Take responsibility for every decision you make, whether it leads to success or failure. Recognize that your life is shaped by your choices. To truly transform, alter your perspective on responsibility. Embrace it willingly, understanding that accepting accountability makes you stronger and fearless in the face of future challenges. Maturity is an arduous, lifelong journey. It demands not just changing your habits or actions, but profoundly transforming your entire character. Leave behind weaknesses, old habits, and emotional impulsiveness. Take full responsibility for your actions and courageously control your emotional responses. By doing so, you become genuinely strong, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, ready to face any challenge without retreat. Transforming from a child into a true man demands patience, courage, and relentless determination. Never give up on yourself. Remember, transformation is entirely within your control. Take command of your life, embrace adversity courageously, and step by step, evolve into the powerful, mature individual you aspire to become. No true growth comes without relentless effort and unwavering determination. Recognizing the need for change within yourself is only the first step. The next and most critical step is action. Dreams remain fantasies without execution. Words are hollow without deeds. Now the question stands tall before you. How will you truly transform and rise? Theory and intention alone won't build the man you aspire to be. Growth demands a strategy, a battle plan for transformation. In this chapter, we unveil the concrete steps that will forge the man you were born to become. Progress is impossible without clear, actionable goals. To mature, you must define both grand and incremental objectives for your life. These goals will serve as your compass, guiding every decision and fueling your daily drive. Goals are your anchors amidst chaos. Without them, you drift aimlessly. To become a real man, you must know your destination and commit fiercely to reaching it. Start small. Set goals that are specific, measurable, and achievable within a reasonable time frame. Whether it's mastering a new skill, securing a new job, or transforming your health, start moving. Momentum builds confidence and breeds success. Habits are the foundation of sustainable success. A mature man doesn't rely on fleeting emotions. He constructs positive, empowering routines that propel him forward, even on the toughest days. Habits shape character, and character shapes destiny. What you do daily defines who you are becoming. A real man cultivates habits that feed his strength, discipline, and resilience. Begin with small but impactful habits. Daily exercise, reading, journaling reflections. Make them non-negotiable. Over time, they will not just change your routine, they will redefine your very identity. Fear is one of the most potent barriers to transformation. The child inside you fears the unknown, dreads failure, and clings to safety. But a true man confronts fear, acknowledges it, and moves through it. Fear is inevitable, but it is not invincible. Your response to fear determines your strength. Growth demands that you face the very things that terrify you. When fear strikes, do not retreat. Step into it. Whether it's public speaking, making a hard decision, or stepping into unfamiliar territory, move forward. You'll soon discover fear was never as powerful as it seemed. Maturity demands the mastery of patience. Success doesn't arrive overnight. It is the reward for those who persist, who withstand frustration, who labor in the dark while others give up. Patience is not passive, it is powerful endurance. Mastering yourself, your impulses, your emotions, gives you an unbreakable edge in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Train yourself to wait, to endure. When impatience rises, breathe, and remember that every meaningful achievement demands time and unwavering persistence. Every small step taken in patience brings you closer to mastery. True confidence isn't gifted, it's earned. It doesn't come from applause or praise, but from victories, small and large, that you carve out through your own blood and sweat. Confidence rooted in external validation is fragile. True confidence is built internally, forged through personal triumphs and relentless progress. Set goals, crush them, celebrate each victory, no matter how small. Every mountain you climb strengthens your belief in your ability to conquer even greater peaks. Let your achievements be the proof that silences doubt. Becoming a true man is not an easy path. It demands grit, relentless action, patience, and a fierce commitment to enduring the fire of challenges. But if you craft a clear strategy and pursue it with unwavering resolve, you cannot fail. Every small step counts, whether setting goals, building habits, conquering fears, practicing patience, or stacking achievements. They are the bricks with which you will build an unshakable fortress of character. There are no shortcuts to greatness. Act today. The decisions you make and the habits you forge now will determine the man you become tomorrow. Do not fear the hard road. Embrace it. Every challenge is a stepping stone. You are the architect of your destiny. Start building it now. To become a true man, you must learn to embrace and master change. Life never stands still. If you desire to mature and rise above the ordinary, you must first accept an undeniable truth. Change is inevitable. To grow into a man of strength and wisdom, you must not only change your actions but revolutionize your mindset, your vision of the world, and your understanding of yourself. Change is not something you can fully control. It is a force woven into the very fabric of life. But how you respond to it, that defines your fate. In this chapter, we will unlock the immense power of reinvention, not merely altering your appearance, job, or routines, but reshaping your very soul. One of the core pillars of maturity is the ability to accept change. Life will never allow you the luxury of permanent comfort. If you cling to old habits and safe zones, you will be left behind. What serves you today may become your prison tomorrow. Change is not your enemy. It is your forge. It will shape you, sharpen you, and prepare you for greatness if you have the courage to embrace it. Fear of change is the last defense of the immature. True men welcome it as an ally. See change not as a threat, but as an invitation to evolve. Each shift in life brings priceless lessons. Fearless acceptance of change will grant you endless opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Real change begins in the smallest corners of your daily life. Every habit you create either reinforces your strength or anchors your weakness. Success is not a grand event. It is the daily triumph of good habits over laziness and fear. Your rituals become your identity. Reinvent yourself one action at a time. Begin with simple yet powerful adjustments. Wake earlier, read daily, challenge your limits physically and mentally. Consistent positive actions carve the path to a profound transformation of your life and character. Maturity demands the courage to confront fear head-on. The child within you longs for safety. The man within you thrives on challenge. Fear is not your foe. It is a sign that you are standing at the doorway of a breakthrough. Where fear appears, growth awaits. The courageous do not run, they charge. When fear arises, act. Push through the discomfort. Venture into the unknown. Every time you confront fear, you diminish its power and fortify your spirit. Growth demands endurance. Maturity is not a sprint. It is a grueling marathon that tests your resolve at every step. The world belongs to those who refuse to quit. Persistence is the sword that carves through every obstacle. Only the relentless can conquer the highest peaks. When faced with setbacks, do not retreat. Dig deeper. Persist with ferocious patience. With every setback overcome, you reinforce your destiny as a man of unshakable will. True confidence is born not from words or empty encouragement, but from victories earned through struggle. Confidence is not arrogance. It is self-trust, built through disciplined action. It grows not by waiting for external validation, but by conquering your own internal battles. Seize opportunities to prove yourself to yourself. Complete tasks. Crush goals. Each success, however small, becomes a pillar in the fortress of your confidence. Maturity is not the result of one grand change, but the accumulation of countless small victories over your old self. To become a true man, you must live in a constant state of courageous transformation. Embrace change. Shape yourself every single day. Forge habits that fuel your greatness. Face fear like a warrior. Persist when others falter. Trust yourself relentlessly. Make change your lifelong companion. When you live as a force of constant reinvention, you do not merely survive, you inspire. Fearless change is the hammer that shapes the strongest steel. Become the man who does not fear transformation, but commands it. In doing so, you will unlock a life of profound meaning, power, and victory. Life is not merely about what you achieve, but what you leave behind for future generations. Becoming a true man transcends personal development. It demands the creation of lasting impact. A mature man does not live solely for himself. He crafts a legacy, a mark of strength, wisdom, and positive influence in his community, family, and beyond. This legacy is not always measured by wealth or fame. Often, it lies in how you live, how you treat others, and the lessons you pass down. A mature man lives with unwavering purpose. Purpose is more than goals. It's the reason behind your every action. Without it, you drift, living by society's empty standards rather than your own deeply held values. Purpose ignites motivation and shields you from the drift of meaningless existence. Knowing your why transforms your life from self-centered survival to mission-driven influence. Your legacy is built upon the contributions you make to the world around you. Reflect deeply on your true purpose. Why do you work? Why do you strive? Asking hard questions clarifies your path and infuses your life with significance. A life lived on purpose leaves a legacy others will remember with admiration. Personal achievements matter, but true maturity is reflected in the relationships you forge. Family, friendships, brotherhood, these connections form the pillars of a meaningful life. You cannot grow into your full potential alone. Relationships provide support, accountability, and opportunities for influence. They allow you to model strength, compassion, and leadership for others. Invest in relationships that matter. Seek depth, not convenience. In your family, become a pillar of strength and wisdom. In your work, become the respected peer and leader others aspire to emulate. Through meaningful relationships, you build a living, breathing legacy. No man can build a worthy legacy without truth and integrity. Honesty is the currency of trust. Integrity is the foundation of enduring respect. Integrity is not about perfection, it's about consistency with your principles, even when it's hard. A man of integrity earns trust that outlasts him, carving a legacy that no scandal can erase. Live truthfully. Never betray your values for temporary gain. When you operate with unwavering honesty, you live without regrets and inspire others to do the same. Integrity is the strongest pillar of any legacy worth remembering. Building a legacy demands boldness. Difficult moments will test you. It is in these moments that true men rise. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. Hard decisions are the crossroads where boys falter and men are forged. Your choices in adversity define the story others will tell about you. When faced with a hard choice, do not flinch. See clearly, act boldly. Courageous decisions shape a life of substance and establish a legacy built not on easy victories, but on brave battles fought and won. Your legacy is not only what you achieve, but what you teach. The mature man shares his lessons, nurturing the growth of those who come after him. Knowledge and wisdom are immortal gifts. By teaching others, you extend your impact far beyond your own lifetime, empowering new leaders to rise from your influence. Share freely the lessons you've fought to learn. Mentor the next generation. Whether through work, family, or community, your wisdom will ripple outward, becoming part of a legacy greater than yourself. True manhood is not only about personal success, it is about building a legacy, not a legacy of material wealth, but of values, impact, and inspiration. Live with purpose, forge deep connections, embody integrity, act courageously, pass on wisdom. In doing so, you create something that endures long after you are gone. Do not live solely for yourself. Live to create a legacy you can be proud of. Become not just the man you aspire to be, but the example others look up to. Dream beyond your own life. Think about what you will leave behind and start building it today.